Hi, I'm Zach Stanley, HMT out of Dallas. And on today's HMT Tricks of the Trade, we're going to go over how to clean a dryer vent to roof, also known as a VTR. The items that you'll need today are a dryer vent cleaning kit. You'll need a vacuum or a broom. You will need a drill. You will need a nut driver, and you might need a flathead screwdriver or a Phillips, maybe some channel locks or some needle nose, depending on how the cap on the roof is secured. You will potentially need a flex foil duct, some dryer vent installation tape, and potentially a new cap. First thing you're going to want to do is pull the washer and the dryer out. Turn off the dryer. You're going to want to vacuum behind the dryer and the washer and clean that all up. Once you get everything clean back here, you want to unplug your dryer and detach the current duct line. We use a nut driver to do this. As you can see, there's definitely some buildup in this duct. This is why we have an extra flex duct line, because this one's been damaged, and so we'll just replace this one all the way. But if you have one that is usable, it's okay to just clean it out correctly. You can squish it together and vacuum it. You can do whatever you like really to get it clean. This one's pretty, not just damaged there, but it's also pretty built up with the dryer lint. So we'll go ahead and disconnect that fully, and then we'll head to our roof so that way we can push down our dryer vent cleaner down the tube. Lots of buildup there, and that kink definitely is gonna help the dryer out a lot. While you have the back of the dryer open, this is one of the reasons we unplugged the unit. We want to stick our hand in here, see if we can get anything. Be careful, these edges are quite sharp. Just want to stick your hand in there, grab any excess. This one doesn't have any. Pretty clean. Next, what we want to do is look above the ceiling grid. There's some ceiling tiles that we can clean and replace. But we want to look above the ceiling grid and check for two things. While we get up here, what we're looking for, first and foremost, is to see if there's any turns in the duct line like there are here. Here there's 245s, and then it goes straight up. We want to take note of that, so that way when we're on the roof, we'll kind of be able to feel whenever we're at a certain bend and be able to work it through that properly. Additionally, we're looking for any blowers. Those have been all removed, and if you come across any blowers, then you need to report that to your team lead. Lastly, we're also looking for no flex line above the ceiling grid. It all needs to be rigid like this. So this is just perfectly fine. So we'll head up to the roof now and clean it out. So you can come up with your own rig. I like to throw all my stuff in this backpack. That way while I'm climbing on the roof, or that way while I'm climbing up the ladder to get to the roof, both my hands are free, and I don't have to worry about not having enough space while I'm carrying stuff up. To get on the roof, just partner with the PetSmart manager, and they'll allow you access up to the roof. So here's our dryer cap. One thing you also want to know when you're looking above the ceiling grid is roughly where will the actual, in regards to the roof, where will the actual pop out be? That way when you're up here, you're not looking for a long time. It's cool right now, but there's many days that it's 105, 110 degrees and it's pretty hot and miserable. So we're just gonna take this cap off, clear out any debris here, which there isn't any. We'll slowly put this together and send it down. While we're sanding it down, we want to be aware of the two bends that we had. One small trick that I use is you can attach your drill while you're sanding it down if you get snags. When you're using the drill, you want to make sure that it's on the lowest speed of the drill, so that way it's just barely spinning. But if you want, you can also kind of spin it yourself while you're sanding it down. So I'm at the first 45. You just want to gently play with it until you can kind of feel it getting through there. You don't ever want to be real aggressive with your movements. Actually, I'm going to use the drill now. As you can see, using the drill really helps it go down a lot easier. And I'll disconnect it and I'll keep adding on. It's important to note that if you ever feel any snags or anything like that, you want to stop either pulling it out or stop pushing it further down. Descend down and look above the ceiling grid. There have been times that we've punctured through the dryer vent and we've gotten stuck in the actual grid of the ceiling or in the wires or something like that. So if you ever feel any serious snags, don't pull harder. Go downstairs and check above the ceiling grid. And if you have caused some kind of issue like that, just call your team lead. So now I can feel I'm at the next 45. I'm going to reattach it to my drill. And again, I'm going to go real on the lowest speed. I'm going to go down. I can feel I just got all the way through. Yeah, and that's what you're looking for. I can feel that it's all the way through and I can easily slip it up and down. I'm gonna leave my drill there and I'm gonna go down and actually visually confirm that it has gone all the way through the dryer vent. So here we are back downstairs and we can visually see that it did get all the way through. It is okay as well to partner with the hospital before you go up to the roof and just let them know what you're doing. And that way they can actually, you can call them when you're up there and save yourself a trip down and then back up to just visually confirm that it has gone all the way through. But I'm here whenever the hospital is closed already. But that is something that can allow you to be more efficient in doing this practice. Once I visually confirm that it is gotten all the way through, I like to try and push it up a little bit, just enough to reconnect my dryer hose now. And then I actually turn the dryer on, and as I'm pulling out the cleaner, the dryer will also be spraying out. I have also heard that some people don't prefer to do this because some of the dryer vent will get on them. I like doing this because it saves me an extra trip. But one reason that we want to do this is we want to make sure that we reconnect the dryer all the way and fully, and we can feel the airflow back up. So whether you prefer to wait until you go back up there, pull it all the way out, then come back down, connect the dryer, and then ascend one last time to make sure that the dryer, you can feel the air, or if you prefer to do it my way, we do want to at least make sure that there is, you do feel the pressure of the air from the dryer coming out. All right, now we'll grab our flex line, pull it out. Loosen up a bit. I like to start with the dryer first. If time allows, it is a good practice to take off the entire back of the dryer and vacuum it out. You can really help the longevity of the dryers and the lifespan of the dryers if you take off the back. This isn't required, but it is a good practice if time does allow. All right, so before I connect this flex line, I'm gonna actually push the dryer back so that way get it as close as I can, so that way it doesn't have to be flexed or pulled out as far, stretched as far. Now you're definitely welcome to use a drill here, you just don't want to over tighten it. All right, both are on good. Go Just plug it in, scoot the dryer back. Be very careful while doing this. Don't want to mess up your flex line. Keep an eye on it. There you go. As I stated earlier, now I like to turn the dryer on, make sure that it's blowing air, and then I'll head back up there, pull out my vent cleaning device, and then I'll also use my hand to make sure I can feel the actual air blowing out, and then I'll just connect the cap properly. Back on the roof, going to clean or pull out the actual cleaning device. One thing to keep in mind is if your dryer vent where it's pushed out, if there isn't a wall on the side and it isn't at least 6 feet away from the actual side and there isn't a wall, those two things are the case, we actually don't want you cleaning it. We prefer that you just let your team lead know. Let's go ahead and pull this thing out. Want to be very smooth, very delicate, and we want to have the drill on the lowest speed. One good thing to note is that I can already feel the dryer air being pushed out, so that's good. Have a little snag here, so again, I don't want to pull harder. I just want to be smooth and see if I can't work its way out. Here we go. I can still feel the air blowing, so that's good. So all we have to do is reattach our cap. When putting on our caps, we want to make sure that we're not using any screws because that's just going to allow for more of the lint to catch here at the top. And at the cap is the most common place for the lint to actually build up, there and the flex line. So we want to just use a cap and then just use the actual dryer vent insulation tape on it. Still feel the dryer vent air coming out, so that's a good sign. Now we just got to clean up, head down. Last thing to do is just make sure that you clean up all your mess. Just sweep everything up, vacuum everything up, and then you're all set. That's going to do it for today's HMT Tricks of the Trade. I'm Zach Stanley, and we'll see you next time.